Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Conqueror Gun Carriage. It's the Tier 10 British SPG. This one's located on the south spawn of Redshire, and it's under the command of Photobomber of FUN2. Game on. Well, the howitzer is actually 233.7 caliber, but it's actually a 9.2 inch howitzer. I'm afraid this is a fake tank because they never built a Arty out of a Conqueror hull. Never mind putting a 9.2 howitzer on it. He's making a little less actually here. I think he's going to be getting some nice fine plumage and then attracting a female Arty in to create a family. No. No, no chance. Okay, now he's aiming down range because he wants to catch them as they're on the way up to the... I think it's a bit optimistic to say you'll get somebody there, but it might wake somebody up inside that area. No trees have gone down. That's normally an indication somebody's in there. Okay, he looked away as he did. Okay, nobody there. Okay. The standard reload for this Arty, 44.1 seconds. His reload, 35.02. Now, it's capable, and this is the good part, because, of course, it's the Conqueror Gun Carriage, which is the Death Star. 1000 alpha, 59mm pin, 11.6 meters on the burst radius, between 13 and 33 seconds of stun. Rounds out. It went long, but it stunned 2 enemy tanks, the Cranvan and the Rhinocerente, so they are now vulnerable. It is a heavy hitter. It gets better with this Arty the further you get into the game. The more training your crew get, the accurate it gets. 497 stun assist off that one already. That came off the Cranvan. The enemy tanks are going to be very reluctant to push through when they know that Arty shells are going to be landing in there as well. He's marked the spot to say that's where I'm aiming. That might discourage our guys from going through the Zeppelin, but the enemy tanks seem very keen to do it. And there's the target. He's loaded, rounds out. Let's see. Well, it landed near for 38 hit points, and he did get some stun, but not a huge amount. Now he's knocking over more trees. Enemy is probably going to be complaining about the RT fire they're receiving from the south side of the map, and knocking over trees actually does sort of like say, here I am. The enemy RT, by the way, are batch out 155.58 and an object 261. The Rhinocerente's taken up the lead position. Now he's marked the ground to say that's where I'm aiming, and that's helpful. Unfortunately, that one, again, no joy on getting it on target. Okay, there are plenty of enemy shells there. There's the Cranvan, he's still there. And the Rhinocerente's come forward. Okay, watch as they drift back. And then pick a spot, put the shell in on them when they do drift back. He's pushing back now. Okay, rounds out. Our teammates are actually indicating the opposite hill up on the heights. They're suggesting that rounds should be put up there. And you can see that Photobomber is actually kind of responding. He's actually picking a spot. He's trying to get a bit further to the east to hit the Zeppelin area again. But there must be something up there shooting at our teammates. Okay. Rhinocerente. Rounds out. Well, that landed the other side of him, tracked him, and stunned him. We're not getting masses of stun assist. That was helpful. That was a shot from our fellow Arty. He's in the object 261. Oh, that was a big hit, and that's stun assist. 1,237 stun assist. 2 shots that hit the Rhino Sorrente. And he's backing off now because he doesn't want to stick around and die with the next shot. And we're about to shoot, so we might get a kill shot here. I'd take the chance. He's coming forward. Rounds out. Yep, got him. So that one's down. That might discourage the others from going through the Zeppelin. In fact, it does look as if they're now falling back in that area. The IS-4's having a quick look this side, but really, to be honest, I don't think they're very keen to actually go through that route. Neither are our team either. In fact, the IS-4 has taken up the same position that the Crampon was in, and he takes a direct hit for 279 this time. Now, you do get slightly more ammo capacity in this Arty than you do in the T92. This one carries 24 rounds, which is actually a little more reasonable if you think about it. These are really heavy caliber shells. Of course, you do get 30 rounds in the GWE-100. The Object 261 only gets 20. Rounds out. The T92 is the most disfavored of all of them because he only gets 16. And that's barely enough, really, considering that Arty used to be followed by a truck full of other personnel. In fact, more than one truck, carrying all the shells, and the powder, and all the crew to actually load and service the Arty. He's marked the ground to say, I'm aiming there. That discourages our guys from moving forward, but it also tells them that Arty is helping them. We are kind of fixing on this area at the moment. And there he is. Rounds out. This should be better. It does get a direct hit. 335. Now, I think the best thing to do at the moment might be to actually lob a few shells over to the west side of the map. There's an Object 430 over there and a Patchat 25 ton and a few other tanks, and it could be that by helping our guys go up the west side, the enemy will panic and they'll fall back. The IS-4's pushed through. Oh, and he just took a very big hit. We're loaded now, and we need to hit the BZ, not the IS-4. Our teammates went down. The IS-4's a one-shot, but it's the BZ that's going to be the biggest danger. The IS-7 takes him out. Let's put a round over there. Yes, good shot. Well, the BZ's definitely suffering because we're getting stun assist off this. And you can see Photobomber's already got 2,000 of stun assist and 1,600 of actual damage. But again, the enemy's pushing on the west side of the map, and I think it's time for Photobomb to consider changing his direction, because it might be that our fellow Arty is going to be relocating over to this side of the map very shortly, because he has to. Because the enemy are pushing on that side of the map. Well, I think Photobomb has seen that, and now he's pushing up. Our Object 261 is going to die if he stays where he is. Now, we could get a shot over to the other side, but we've lost sight of them. The Leopard 1s are in the middle of the map, and they're not in platoons, so unfortunately they won't be cooperating with each other. But we do have a Ho-Re 3 in our sights. Rounds out. It's going to fall just in front of him. 313. It's another add to the total. The bad news is that the Object 261 on our team's just been wiped out by the Object 430U on the west side of the map. The 430U went down to one of the Leopards, but now we're moving. We're one down on the enemy. They have the west side of the map. The Leopards are just holding them back from going to the cap area, and our guys are now starting to move up, but I think they've seen the danger that there's two enemy tanks, the Ho-Re 3 and the Leopard 1, somewhere in that tree line there. So we're going to have to put a few rounds in. Fires blind. It could also be that they recognize that there is a problem, that the enemy leopard moving, well, he's not actually moved out of the castle grounds, he's stayed there. It's one of the good things about Arty players watching their mini-maps. We do get to see these sort of things, and you can see how the battle is developing. And I've always said that Arty players are much more map aware than any other player on the battlefield. Any tank player, they hardly ever look at their minimap, and some of them don't even use it. Whereas Arty players are using it all the time to select where they're going to be shooting next. We can see that there was loads of trees down in the copse. So it seems that the enemy are in there, and they were using it as a firing position. But now we've abandoned that side of the map. We're the ones closest to the enemy on that side, and now we're focusing on trying to get the enemy on that side. The Object 261 goes down. They've only now got the batch at 155.58. We don't know where he is, but I suspect he might be in the copse. Now you see the maximum range of the Conqueror Gun Carriage is fairly limited. You can't shoot the entire range of the map. You've got to flatten rescue when we were looking at the Object 261. And I think that Photobomber suddenly realised he feels kind of lonely over here, and he doesn't really want to meet the Leopard 1 coming in the opposite direction. So he might be better off behind something that hides him. But personally, I'd say move behind the hill in the centre of the map. That might be the better way to move. There's one of the enemy. It is the Batchat. He's not in the copse. He was just to the left of it. He's gone. There's only 4 enemies left, and I think 2 of them are over on the east side of the map, and they're going to have to move over. There's the Leopard 1. He's relocated. He's on the copse now. Now, I think we can reach the copse. There he is. And there's the Gorilla. Oh, now, that's a priority target, but of course, he's got no armor, so he's very vulnerable to Arty. And if we get him in a bit of stun, this could be good. Oh, it's fantastic! That was a penetrating round. Yeah, whenever you hit a TD with no armor, you normally get a big roll. And that is really making this game sing now, because I think that's going to be a super unicum game for Photobomber. He got 3,645 so far and 2,000 of stun. And it now very much looks like he could actually pick up an ace tanker, but he's relocating rapidly because we still don't know where one of the leopards is. Oh, we do now. He's in the copse as well. And we just need to know where the Hogre 3 is. 2-minute warning. The leopard is being punished. Let's put a round in there. He fires in. And the guy goes down, but we didn't get any stun assist off that. Is the Hogre 3 still in that corner? He is. So we are safe. And the Hogre 3 is now trying to wipe out the remainder of our team all alone. Well, he does have a very powerful gun, and he is probably better than the Jaegeru, but I think our guys are going to get the better of him. Rounds out. Oh, he didn't fire. I thought he'd fire, but we did hit the wreck. At least we were accurate with the last shot. Now, I felt sure that he would fire when I said rounds out, but he hadn't actually fired. He actually hesitated for a moment, and because of that, actually, he hit the wreck rather than a live tank. It was only a second-class tank, and I really don't understand that, because I thought it would be a very high win rate. It is Super Unicum standard, 3,802. That is Super Unicum, but he just didn't get enough stun assist, apparently. He did get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 7. Got a Gauze medal for doing more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle. And he got a Confederate as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. So it was a good game for Photobomber, and I think he enjoyed it. I think you do need to spread the Arty love around the battlefield a bit more. I don't think there was that many shots over to the west side when the enemy only had a couple of tanks there. But they refocused and put all their tanks on the west side, managed to clear our guys out from the castle, and then we're moving south. And I thought, oh dear, they were going to go straight through that Object 261 and end up in our cap area. But luckily, they were stopped at the castle, and the guys that left it, the Object 430U, got wiped out by the Leopards. So what do we see? Well, the highest damage in the game turned out to be the Object 907 on our team. He was barely alive at the end of the game, but he did get the last shot and the last kill. He got 4,963 hit points of damage. Second highest damage went to the Hori 3 on the enemy team. That was the guy he killed at the last second. 4,838 to him. And the third highest damage, well, that went to one of the Leopard 1s, who got a Pascucci's medal. So he was the one that killed both Arty. 4,075 hit points to him. Well, the next player in 4th position is Photobomber. Yes, he got the next one. Of course, he picked up 2 medals, not 1. He got a Gauze medal and Confederate and 3,906. So he did do well on damage. He really was cracking it in at the end. When it came to kills, the high scorers were the Object 907 and the Leopard 1. 4 kills apiece. 2 kills went to the Leopard 1 and the AMX 13105 on our team. And on the enemy team, the Hori 3 and the Leopard 1 got 2 kills. And when it came to base XP, it's the Object 907 and he got 1,088. The only player to get over 1,000 base. The Leopard 1 managed 924. The IS-7 got 889 in 4th place. We do have Photobomber with 810. I didn't mention that he did get 1 kill during the game, but it was only 1. But it did help him to get the Confederate as well. He fired 17 rounds in the game, so he didn't actually get through all of his ammunition. He got 5 direct hits on the enemy, and one of them was a penetrating shot. And you saw that one. It was the Gorilla. Yes, it was a beautiful shot. And the Gorilla's always a high priority target for any Arty, because if you do see any tank destroyer with virtually no armor, hit it as fast as you can, because you're almost certainly going to get a penetrating shot. And if you do, then it could be a big roll. It could be about 1,000 hit points, just like that in one fell swoop. 15 splashes as well. 3,906 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damage 7 of the enemy. Kill 1. Did 2,021 hit points of stun assist off 11 stuns. On a premium count, he actually made a very small profit, only 1,545 credits, mostly down to the ammunition costs. They are expensive. And he also picked up 5 bonds and 1,215 experience points out of it as well. The battle almost went the full distance because it was 13 minutes 49 seconds. So there was only a minute left to go on the clock when they killed the last enemy, the Hori 3. But just goes to show things can get kind of hectic towards the end. I'm glad that he did actually move from the position he was in, because I did have horrible fears that Hori 3 was going to suddenly turn up next to the Zeppelin and shoot Photobomber after he'd spent so much time sitting in that corner. Really does help if you move about the map as well to get better hits on the enemy. But yes, he did get a good result, even though it's only second class. I think it was down to the stun assist in the end. Your teammates just weren't shooting enough at the enemy after you stunned them. Hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.